What's up guys, and we're back with The Witcher 3. Now I'm much further north than where we ended in the last episode. It's just actually a little bit north of the inn at the crossroads. I've came across this Novigradian camp which is a little bit to my east, and as you can tell we're on the scavenger hunt for one of the final bits of the Griffin School upgrade diagrams, and we can already see what is guarding the ruins up ahead. We got ourselves a wyvern. Now this quest level is level 18, so this should be okay to take. I can't imagine this being too high level. Let's make sure we've got our crossbow equipped. I think he knows that we're here. Let's go and get his attention. Ooh, that was close. Hopefully that will have enraged it to land. Here we go. It's actually a forktail. Well, it was a form of Draconid at least. Okay, he's landed. Good. Let's start off with some Draconid oil. It's level 18, as we thought. Watch out for that tail attack.
Lost your nerve?
Ooh. 2 dragon scales, very nice. You rarely even get one. Now then, where are these diagrams? They're going to be in an awkwardly hidden place, as they normally are. Actually, quite a lot of ruins around here, aren't there?
Might want to look around some.
That we will, Geralt. That we will. You see a little bit, there's that Nilfgaardian camp. It's right next to these ruins. Surprised Nilfgaardians haven't came to check them out. Couple of bodies, hand in death. That guy's so dedicated, he's still got his pipe. So they're always awkwardly hidden. There it is. Gotcha! Enhanced Griffin boots. And there we are. That's where we're heading this episode. Across the water. And that's one of the towers in Novigrad, and that is the lighthouse. Shouldn't be too long at all until we reach both of those destinations. And I cannot hear a thing close by. Alcohol Roach actually is a little bit of a run. Roach? She's trying to make her way through the ruins herself. Yeah, man. There we go. Well navigated, girl.
Hey-ya!
Oh, it's not actually that far at all. I can see the spoils of war from here. Ah, come on. Ugh.
That's it, Roach.
Bloody awkward little hill. Looks like there's quite a bit of debris left around here. There's hopefully something decent along with it. Constantly trapped. least we can one-hit these drowners. Now they're coming this way, even if it is slowly. I'm just going to go to them, get rid of them. This is what we're after. Reaver's Boots, Dark Steel Plate, a couple more over here. Wow, nice. Lance Racing Saddle, grab ourselves a Buckthorn while we can. Still a couple of bodies amidst this wreckage. It's probably what attracted the drowners. That's that for this little area, it seems. Nothing else, just them two chests. I think the prize reward from that is the enhanced racing saddle, which would be amazing if we didn't already have it, or better. Right, let's have a look. I know there's a quest somewhere in front right here. Okay. So we've got something on this little speck of land we're on at the moment. Half of it's underwater. And we're through some kind of settlement. We need to ignore this. It's way too high level for us. I'll ignore this for now as well. I think that's a little bit of a run. I can always get that when I'm on my way back through Velen at some point later on. Knowing me, I'll end up going to do it anyway, but for now we'll see. Okay, so it's over here, isn't it? What we got?
Lost your nerve?
Should deal with all that. The only worry is if a fucking Devourer comes out of them. I hate dealing with Devourers. Should be enough. Yes. Couple of low-level rock things aren't really going to trouble us. Pew silver, not bad. Do we have a quest? I think we do, don't we? Trader's notes. Wonder if that's to do with the spoils of war. I'd always thought myself a simple trader, a man who buys here and sells there and makes a bit of coin for himself in the doing. But yesterday I learned to constitute what's called a strategic risk, and so cannot cross the bridge the Redanians control. Who knows what I have in my wagon, the sergeant said. Maybe I'm smuggling weapons, maybe I'm carrying spies' reports. When I said they'd nothing to fear from my bundles of cloth and lace, and that the only letters I'm carrying are from my dear wife, the sergeant slapped me across the face with his glove and ordered me to, and I quote, "fuck off, or else I would soon be seeing more stars than many an astronomer." As you can see, eloquence and good manners do not seem to be subject of much importance at the Redanian Officers' Academy, though one must admit the soldier did display a certain amount of linguistic creativity. Well, life goes on. I've hired a few mercenaries and a guide to help me ford across the river near the bridge. Once across, I'll blow that sergeant a kiss and continue on my way. Shame we didn't get to do that, did he? Mock that sergeant whilst he could. Not a quest though. A little bit relieved, I must say.
Rotfiend nest. Needs to be destroyed.
Nah, I'm just kidding. More quests the better. I hope a Devourer doesn't pop out, please. Damn it. It was just destined to be one, wasn't it? Got it. Phew. You do not want them things to explode when you're near them, or they will one-hit you in Deathmarch. No questions asked, I got one hit by one when I was clearing out some camps in the middle of one of the episodes a few back, and believe me, it was not a nice experience. No matter what level they are, doesn't matter if that was level 5, believe me, that would have still one-hit me. So I didn't really do anything between the episodes this time. I sold some weapons and I cleared one bandit camp. Got an enhanced vampire oil, I think it was, and I'll double check that the next time I'm on the alchemy screen, but that was about it. I don't think there's going to be much around here. Yeah, I'll say that. Just the odd corpse, it seems, and a bit ballista. Still intact. That's a blue battle axe as well. So I'm glad I did have a bit of a nosy. There's a boat there, but I don't need to take it. I suppose I could take it across. Oh, go on then. I can never resist leaving something. I knew I'd end up succumbing to it. I knew it. It would just niggle in the back of my mind until I did it. It calls to me to do it. Right, this shouldn't take more than a couple of moments. I actually landed on the wrong speck of land. My boat's over there, the point is here. And it looks like we've got mechas.
I'm dead.
A lot of looting to do. Jesus. That is not pretty. Oh, nice. I expect to find something like that in there. That should sell for a little bit of money. Right, where is this? Here? Treasure, letter, smoking pipe. Villard, you old bastard, I ken where you can drub up the coin and pay off your many debts. Velen. Now, blatherheads say those bogs ain't worth a muffled fart from a saggy sow, but don't ye believe them, mate. They dinna ken shite from sugar. A man can make a killing there, and a dwarf can do twice as good, I'm sure. So here's the craic. While crossing Velen a week or so past, I spied a few well-dressed stiffs laying about the forest, travel bags untouched. Refugees, see, fleeing the war, and whoever flies up to them first gets all their worldly belongings. You ken what I'm saying, mate? Grab a chest, head off across the Pontar post-haste, and strip those stiffs of rings, necklaces, and everything else afore some nimbler prick does it. Oh, but keep a sharp axe round your belt for the while, for Velen's pure heaving with monsters. But hey, it's all in the name of a good cause, filling your pockets. Your ever-loving Gruggen. Indeed, things men do for coin, or in this case, dwarfs. Blood. Wonder if this is going to lead to that axe I just picked up. No, it can't do, surely, otherwise it would have auto-completed. No, it's there. It's underneath there, look. How do I... Nope, not hitting it. Oh, you can just reach it normally, never mind. There we are, Trucker's Trousers, Silverton Sword. I would have never found that. So well hidden. And the dwarf has bitten the dust. Villard went in search of riches, and instead, Villard died. The temptation of riches turns the fortunes of many a man. Just in this chap's case, it was the bad side of fortune that came his way. Now, there is a quest up at... Never mind, we've got some bandits. Now, there is a quest just past these bandits, so we get to see what it is. It shouldn't be too difficult to deal with these guys.
Kill if you love the gods!
Nah. Try and punch me, eh, when I disarm you? Don't think so. Of course they were doing a fister. Of course they were. Got an execution on all three of those guys though, which is pretty nice. always a bonus when you get a dismemberment, since it looks fucking awesome. Though I must say the decapitation ones do look pretty sweet, a lot so more than some of the others. The leg sweep one that we just did though is pretty cool. Now then, so from that letter we've got the gist that over these sort of flooded lands we've got refugees fleeing across. That's why there's all these carts turned over and, well, I'm guessing monsters and saw the bodies that were near that letter that we picked up. So obviously many of them don't make it due to the monster activity, as we'll call it, throughout Velen. It's a harsh environment, and many a strong man has fallen to its wrath. Sheath my sword for the time being. You mark it, Erston. Quick save it. Let's have a look.
Let's go kill some monsters!
I think you should leave that to me, little man. Just leave that to me. Right, what can I rob in this place? Lots of alcohol. And food. And a chest. Right, so that'll do it for looting. I'm quite fortunate actually. I went to loot some of these bits and bobs on the outside, which I actually did do up here, remember, but these Redanian soldiers weren't next to me at the time. And they're travelling in threes, and there's quite a few of them. And if they would have spotted me looting that, I'd have been in a world of trouble. Like I say, it really is brutal if you get caught by the guards. If one of them saw me looting and ended up fighting me, they would win, because they're like level 35. And if they don't kill you, they take you down to no health, knock you out, and take every crown that you own.
What?
Show me what you have in stock.
Back to the usual rude traders again, as expected. How much are you going to take these for? Absolutely nothing. Not a chance of selling that stuff to you.
So long.
I'll wait for my blacksmith friend to restock on his money back in Oxenfurt. Right, now the quest that was on the minimap was just up here, I think, just off to the left. I'm quite curious what it is going to be. I haven't actually travelled this far yet. Must be these. This is it.
It's you.
John Burt? Oh, I remember you!
Which, John Verdon, remember? He saved me from the drowners. It was Coppolis then. Now, why, my purse is bursting.
Mm-hmm. With coin that belonged to the refugees. Vengeance tastes sweet.
I thought you'd come for your reward. I'll gladly pay, mind you. You saved my life, no two ways about it. But, if you're looking for a bruising, well, you'll find it.
Yeah. Should have left you back there on the bank.
Should have left you there, tied up, right at the water's edge.
Well, you can't turn back time. But I'm willing to see to it your conscience don't torment you long. Get him!
Okay then. Level 5. Really? I'm gonna save you till last.
What? Lost your nerve?
There we go. Right. Now it's just me and you. No cronies left. Come on, you can try harder than that. I thought I was going to get a bruising. And I got one of the best executions for it. How fitting. One crown you had on you, really? You better have some decent loot in this place. 3 crowns. So in grand total I've got 4 crowns for saving that guy's life. And some cheese. So as we learned a little earlier that refugees were crossing the land, our old friend here decided to take it upon himself to rob, kill and plunder anything that he could. So it's handy I ran into him to put wrong the mistake of saving his life. But it's not going to be doing that much longer. What's that? There's a letter there. Letter from Torben. Dear Mother, everything's gone very well so far. I still have a considerable ways to go to the city, but as soon as I get there I will dispatch this letter and set about writing another. I miss you and Father horribly. I am being extremely careful with the coin you gave me. I have not spent hardly a thing. Once I find employment, I will set aside an amount every week and send you my savings regularly. Tell Yolanda I love her greatly and will send for her soon, to come and be my wife, of course. I spoke with a certain Temerian who told me there are more merchants in the city than ants in the woods, and that scribes are always wanted. I believe he spoke the truth. Your Torben. Give Fido a good belly rub from me. Why do those names recall a bell? And I've definitely heard that name Yolanda before, along with Fido. I'm sure I have. Now, if we follow this road, we're going to come close to the lighthouse. Roach, stop getting stuck in the trees. What is it with you this episode?
Come on, Roach.
That didn't take long to find something new. We got an archer, I can't see any.
With bigger lads! Bigger! Yeah.
One left. Oh, desert leader.
And bollocks.
Let's pull him a bit further out.
Bastards, conjuring!
Made you drop your shield, didn't it? There's the gore filter. Let's get a bush in the way at the right time. Didn't see a drop of blood from that dude in that execution. Where's the loot? There it is. You have to be mindful, of course, that I don't get overstocked. Ooh. Another enhanced riding saddle. Jesus, they're going to be weighing me completely down. A lot of ruins. Oh, Nostrix. It's quite hard to find out in the wild. Oh, look, we're getting closer. We are getting so much closer. That's Novigrad, alright. And we are very nearly there. If we don't reach the steps of Novigrad in this episode, it will definitely be at the end of the next. There is no doubt about that. Although, thinking about it, I've probably said that for quite a while now, and something keeps jumping up, so I'll take my words back just to be on the safe side. I don't want to jinx myself. But I am still fairly confident with the statement. I knew there'd be something under here. Sapper's trousers. Actually, there's a way up. Locked. Can we? Damn. Hoping I might be able to hard the door open, but no luck. Oh, Lucian's windmill. I think I'm going to stay on foot for now. Roach seems to be having a funny day, so I'll leave it to it for now. Let her rest. Besides, it's a lovely countryside today. Oh yeah. We're in touching distance. Oh god. Declined more sudden than I expected. Okay, let's just quickly bring up the map. Yeah, we're very close to being full up again. Okay. Something out there. A merchant up there. Okay, right, actually no, I marked the merchant. No, I won't. He's probably a travelling merchant. There's a little village here, that's a lighthouse. There's probably more spoils of war in the sea, but I'll just do the more apparent things at the moment. Thinking of it, I haven't actually found a place of power in a while. I know I've been sticking to the road a little bit. That's the one place where you won't find a place of power. But you do generally get some crop up on the minimap, which I've not seen in a little while. Widow's Grotto. There's a ship out there. Come on, Geralt. Yep. Now then. Okay. Right, okay. Let's just turn the boat around, leave you here. Weigh anchor. No, but oh shit! Get to land now. Too many of them swimming towards me to deal with all at once. Fucking piece of shit. No idea where they're at. I'll try and avoid them as best as possible. There we are. Whoa. Bet that's muck mixers. I betcha. Any money? Well, the drowners attack me now. I'm not going anywhere. Nothing close by me, so we're safe for the time being. Okay, we've got a chest, which I'll loot in a moment because that's going red. That's going to be a quest, I would assume. She's picked up from probably where the mucknixers are. It's 2 chests, 3, 4 chests. Yup, mucknixers.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Them all dealt with. Had a feeling it was going to be muckmixers and not drowners. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to loot these. Don't know if I'm going to find a body that I was looking for. No. Got a letter though. Now collect the goods from the same crate as usual. If you get it to the drop-off on time, you'll get the full sum we agreed to. If you get it there no later than a week after we agreed, you'll get half. If you're later than a week, you're dead. Hugo. P.S. Don't want any witnesses. If someone notices you, kill them first. Ask questions later. Okay, Hugo. We'll pay attention to you. And we'll steer clear if we see you, because you seem like a no-nonsense fellow. Though I'm sure my steel sword should do the trick. Gotta turn around and loot this one apparently. Whoa. Can't loot that. Oh, this is the moneymaker. I think this is the what? There's an underground cave. Oh no, it's not. Looked like it though, didn't it? Erlthirad. However it's pronounced. So the next chest. More leather. Brigade sword, wear overburden. Gosh darn it. Right. I'm gonna have to drop. Let's drop these terrible swords. Because that's not very good. Yeah, these aren't very good, those ones. They don't sell for much at all, the rusty ones. Drop a couple more blackjacks as well, so we can loot everything. Oh, we're gonna go overburden looting that armor probably. No, maybe not. Cool, we didn't. Now I have to get back to my boat. Hopefully the drowner to my left will just... He's swimming away by lots of things. No, he's coming back. He's getting bigger. Maybe if I just ignore him, he'll pretend I'm not here. Oh, it worked. Need to get to this boat quickly. There's the lighthouse. Take the helm, and we're going to head towards this stretch of land. It's not too far away, also takes us a little bit up the coast as well, so I'll kill two birds with one stone. I'm sure there'll be something out here. There's clearly quite a vessel up ahead that doesn't seem to have a mast, unless it's not rendered in. Hear anything? No. Can't hear a thing. Which almost confirms that there is going to be something here. Oh, here we are. This must be it. Something up here. Smuggler's cache. Yeah, that's the best. So I'm going to go and loot that thing, actually. Now, can I loot this without going overburden? Pretty much, no. Drop a couple more blackjacks. It's armour. I'm a bit screwed in his armour. God damn. Oh my god, so much armour. Oh my god, so much armour. This is horrible. Might as well loot my blackjacks now thinking about it. Is that something up there? No, it's not. So we thought we already came across a coast of wrecks, and this is just another one entirely. And that beautiful day we were talking about, not even 5 minutes ago, dissipated in moments. Hey, see the lights of Novigrad? What? Now, overburdened or not, I should be able to fight this. Give ourselves a basilisk. I know you don't like hard. Ow. big hitter missed. There you go, in. I'm out of combat now. God damn it, get here. Well, that deals with you, overburdened and all. Thankfully, when it comes to combat, overburden doesn't really matter all that much. Now we get to see what you're guarding. Hopefully I don't have to move very far for this. I'm going to cut after this. I'm going to go and sell a lot of this stuff. I don't think I can afford to drop it. Yeah, even more armour. What's the point? What's the point? Nowadays I'm so overburdened, it's ludicrous. Look, 149 and I've just shot right over it. I'll get you. That's the reason why. Put this on and see how good it looks. Oh. That's pretty sweet. I like the mix of red and black. Hunting, not that bad. Master weapon repair kit then as well. Okay, I'm going to get back on my boat, sell a lot of my stuff, and I will be back on the water momentarily. It's actually just dawned on me that I didn't actually bother to loot this ship. So we best get this checked out. I'd hate to miss any sort of loot that may be in here. We've garnered quite a few decent things from some of the ships on the earlier coasts we've explored, so hopefully we'll have some similar luck with this one. Oh. Oh my god. I nearly missed a feline crossbow. And some mage's notes. Kian has enlisted with the Flying Stag as a guard of sorts. A hefty sack of Novigrad crowns convinced the captain to lodge me in his cabin. All is going according to plan. I'm actually finding this expedition amusing. I'm glad I didn't contract the kidnapping out of some bulgy armed half-wit. I'll do it more gracefully myself. He's cautious. I won't be able to put him down with a casually placed poison apple. Guess I'll have to zonk him out with a spell and whisk him away via teleport. I just hope it won't plop us down somewhere in the middle of Temple Isle instead of my quarters below it. The power pulsating from my laboratory tends to throw off a good portion of my attempts to teleport home. Very high level resistance to psionic spells, time needed for full penetration of his nervous system, a half hour at least. A few more moments and the Witcher will be ready for transport. Now I just need to wipe our tracks, perhaps a little change in the weather. While waiting for more favourable atmospheric conditions, I looked through his things, some very intriguing documents. A map of STR, crafting diagrams of elven provenance, margin note, highly interesting sketch for a one-handed crossbow, most likely used to hunt draconids or orthanosaurs. Must ask about this during interrogation. Confirms my theory that the Witches of the Cat use elven weapons, and, wait for it, Professor Sigismund Gloger's notes. It's clear the Witches had something to do with the famous Professor's disappearance. Think I might have overdone it a bit with those Cumulonibi. No point in tarrying, time to evacuate. Interesting. Well, whatever. Oh! That started us on the cat school quest then. Sweet. So we've got the ruins that he spoke about, Temple Isle, which is in Novigrad, and we've already found part 1 of 7, including a crossbow, which is very intriguing. I didn't actually know you could get crossbows as part of a school set. Thought it was just the armour and both swords, that, or it's just completely past my mind. There's actually something glowing on there as well. There's a corpse. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Make sure I haven't missed anything further below deck. Nah, nothing here. So whatever mage had hold of this witcher from the cat school, his intentions weren't very civil, to say the least. Intended to interrogate him. Maybe once we get to Temple Isle we'll discover more in this story. Captain's log. Left Novigrad, heading south to Bremivord. All's calm. Arrived in Bremivord, ports full, 4 hulks, 6 cogs, 1 carrack and nigh on a dozen longships. Strange, near half the longships carry privateers in the Emperor's employ. Now, what's old Nilfgaard want a pirate fleet for, and why is she anchored in Bremivord? Done loading, all passengers on board. We're leaving Bremivord. Course set for Novigrad. Strange, a mage paid through the nose to share a cabin with the Witcher. Freaks are drawn to each other, it seems. Oi, fucker, don't like this, Captain. That Witcher's a real treasure. It's not just about monsters. Even custom officers are more civil with Kian around, and they aren't as annoyingly scrupulous as usual. Seems the legends surrounding our Witcher have curtailed their zeal. Pressure's falling rapidly. Winds change direction. Could use that mage now, one that followed the Witcher like a shadow, but the two of them are nowhere to be found. Cowards. Boatswains say they heard a terrible ruckus in the Witcher's cabin this morning, with bright flashes coming out from under the door. Been quiet since. Must investigate. Their cabin's empty. Can't search the ship now. Need to reef the sails. Won't make it to port. Must stay out at sea. We'll raise the staysails and hope the gods watch over us from there. Well, I can't say I'm too fussed about your fortune, dear Captain. You're insulting all the witches, of course. Some are a lot more, well, deserving of it than Geralt. But not me. Not today, at least. But yes, that flash under the door definitely must have been the mage beginning his teleportation spell. Now I just need to manage to get out of here without crashing the boat. This shouldn't take a few moments or so. We shall reconvene and continue once we are next to the shore. Dry land again. And has there always been a cave here? I guess so. I must have uncovered this at some point. It's not actually a deep one, so nothing too much to worry about. It's not like a film like this. So there is something in here. Couple of okay. Nothing too serious. Well, this looks like it does go deeper, but apparently not. But I stayed true to my promise during that little cut that I did a moment ago, and I went and sold all of that armour and gear that I picked up from the spoils of war and the bandit camps that I looted, and would you look at this? I'm nearly 6,500 bitches! Oh yeah. So I've pretty much dropped off as much as I could at my stash, and I went back to my best friend in Oxenfurt and sold all of my stuff to him. He thankfully had restocked all of his money. He had 1.2k left, so I used it all. And now he's out of cash again. And I don't feel sorry one bit. Now, let's see if I can't make a few more little bits and bobs. Yeah, white gold is required for all of these. Negrido, Rebirth, absolutely everything. Now then, what do we need for some of these? So Ether for... yeah, it's... we know this requires the red ones. Okay, Orgroid, Relic, Beast could be useful. Superior Hangman's requires a Devourer's blood. Damn. Killed a couple of Devourers instead of not having much luck with the blood. Yeah, Rebirth. Okay. Yeah, so I did get Superior Vampire Oil. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing in dire need of crafting right at this time, thankfully. We just need to get ourselves back onto the road, which shouldn't, here it is. Just creeping back onto my minimap. Saying that, the road's actually ending in a no, it's not. But it is forking. It's going deeper into the woods, and this leads around. So I'm going to take the one that loops around first, because as I say, this will lead me to the lighthouse, and I want to see if there's anything there. So I think it's best time we bring this up now, since I have failed to bring it up yet at all in this entire playthrough, and it is that of Yennefer and Triss. So who am I going to choose for this playthrough? Now let's just say both parties have their pluses and minuses, and I'm a huge fan of Triss. I played The Witcher 1, The Witcher 2, and I've never read the books, so I suppose in essence of who I know more, I definitely know Triss more than I do Yennefer. Now I know Yennefer isn't the easiest person to get along with, but for this playthrough I am fairly confident that I am going to choose Yennefer. I chose Triss in my first playthrough when the game first came out, so I have no idea of the options and scenes that happen when I choose the other option. So that's part of the reason why I'm choosing Yennefer, and the other part is I just want to see how it plays out and what happens. So I'm not going to go with both of them, but we run into Triss first, and I am a big Triss fan. She may sway me, so that's why I'm not 100% confident, but Novigrad, when we get there very soon, will begin that thought process, and we'll see how it plays out. I thought I'd just bring it up since I know a few of you have probably been wondering that by now. That's my thoughts on the matter. For the moment, like I say, I personally prefer Triss over Yennefer, but again, I haven't read the books, so I don't really have more depth of Yennefer yet. It's only really what I've seen in the few cutscenes we've had together. But for this playthrough, I will be choosing Yennefer. And here we are, the lighthouse, which overlooks the whole of Novigrad. The light's still on. Whilst I was talking about Yennefer and Triss then, I did come across, don't worry, I did see it. I can actually go in. Nice. But I decided I'm not going to interact with that, because that's obviously for some form of quest that I haven't picked up yet. Now, I won't forget about it if it isn't, so I will revisit it at some point, but I like to try and get as much dialogue in as possible, so obviously that's probably some form of contract, I would imagine, since it looked like something had attacked that cart and then attacked that dwarf. We best put these lights on, actually. We are in a lighthouse after all. Better be worth my while climbing this thing. Ooh, an illustrated atlas of insectoids. Armoured Arachacea. Venomous Arachacea. That was quite handy reading that. Fire burns brightly in the lighthouse. Shame if the options that I choose when I was referring to Yennefer and Triss stay as I plan, we won't see a particular scene play out here. Right. Getting very, very close now. Should we call Roach? How are you feeling, girl? Feeling a little better now? Had a bit of a rest? Can you keep your bearings together?
Let's go. Come on.
Hang on, jeez. Cheers for that assist and distract, Roach. Worked like a charm. I would have actually left them if they were normal neckers, but just because I saw that Necker Warrior, they're a little rarer, so I thought, right, I'm not going to miss that chance. What's that? What's a Necker head? Okay then. Yeah, we did get a bestiary entry there, didn't we? Let's have a look. Not been in here in a little while, so insectoids, there we go. They are not friendly creatures. That's the kind of John will call an armoured Arrakis. Hard and prickly on the outside, but get 'em undressed and everything's soft and squishy. An Arrakis's only weakness is its soft, sensitive abdomen. Some Arrakis hide this under hollow tree stumps, while others, armoured varieties, exist which have grown a thick carapace that covers all the more delicate parts of their bodies. An armoured Arrakis is a true behemoth. It uses its enormous mass to knock over and trample its victims, then devours their crushed remains. Like all Arrakis, it is highly venomous, and thus Golden Oriole should always be consumed before fighting it. It is also worthwhile to stock up on healing potions and crossbow bolts before setting out. For this, Arrakis's thick plating can withstand a great deal of damage, making battles with it a long and exhausting affair. We've definitely run into one of them before, or yeah, we've not run into a venomous one. Jesus, this guy does not look friendly. Barely nicked me, I'll be fine. Last words of an unknown hunter, yeah. He got pricked by one of them things. Jesus, that is ugly. Though all Arrakis are highly venomous, this breed produces an especially strong toxin. A few drops are enough to kill a grown man, unless that man is a witcher, whose mutations will neutralise small amounts of this venom. Large quantities, however, will kill anything they touch, with mutations only prolonging an inevitable and painful death in such instances. Venomous Arrakis produce colossal amounts of this toxin and deploy it during combat in many ways. Before striking, a venomous Arrakis will cover its pincers and teeth with a thick coating of this deadly liquid. It will then squirt the venom at its opponents to weaken it, and once locked in direct combat, will continue spraying the noxious ooze all around itself, meaning every breath brings its victim closer to death. Like other members of this species, venomous Arrakis use prehensile feelers to grab and immobilise their prey. When attempting to fight such a creature, a witcher should drink Golden Oriole, which will reduce his body's vulnerability to the poison, and then attack from a safe distance with a crossbow or bombs, before dealing the finishing blows with a silver sword enhanced with a coating of insectoid oil. Yeah, I don't particularly want to run into one of them, thank you, but just because I picked up that book, I sort of got a feeling in this wooded area there might be one in here, which kinda concerns me a little. Loggers' huts.
Slower.
Now this looks like the site of a contract to me. Abandoned, but not an abandoned site. Time will tell. In here either, really, is there? Now I imagine there are a few more things somewhere in these woods, but like I say, we want to push on to Novigrad. We are going to come back here at some point because we know there's a contract around here, so we can check this out when we do that. Thinking about it, actually looking at this, the contract's probably on this notice board, but I'm not going to do that contract because it's bringing us away from Novigrad when we are desperately trying to get towards it. I mean, look at it. Look at the size of it. It's huge. So I've got to read it. We're going to go here now and then read the notice board, and maybe to this one and read this notice board as well. There's actually a third one over there, but there's a... got a quest over there already, which is way too high level for me. Not something we'll be doing for quite some time. Now, I haven't actually equipped it yet, but I noticed, because I picked up quite a few of these enhanced racing saddles, it's actually better than my current, because I've just got a racing saddle. So I'm going to equip that. Gives me the extra 5 stamina for Roach and a slight bit of a different look. Oh. It's Novigrad.
Slow now. Whoa.
Shame we can't get in from this way.
Hey ya.
Too close to a village. Oh god. What the hell, there is a lot of them, right? Yeah, I don't normally use beast oil for standard wars, but because there's so many of them, I think I might. Right.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Roach. Roach, what is up with you this episode? That northern wind worked like a tree, and they started pushing me around. Yeah, I wasn't going to let all these wolves live, not that close to a inhabited town. I could see lights on, so we know there's definitely people in this particular one, unlike the logger's hut. Bloody hell, Roach. What have you been doing between the episodes? Seriously, you've been going absolutely crazy all day long. Right, we'll get you to safety across the bridge. Right, eat some grass. Eat some grass. I should probably put my sword away, shouldn't I? Never mind, she's laughing at me. She ain't scared, Amelia.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, look at that, Novigrad. Oh, I'm getting the Gwent sound playing. Oh, where did you learn this tune?
One or not that makes us all.
He's an elf, he just called me Dwan. They are impressive. Yeah, he is an elf. Is this like a little non-human town? It's saying, no, he's definitely human. Human. Okay. Ooh. I have to be careful looting now, so if it's classing me as in Novigrad, they might be a little pissed. And we don't want that. She's got back turned. Shh, shh. Never noticed that timber missing. Right, we'll leave the rest of these buildings, can't be bothered right at this moment. We can always loot them, well, we will loot them at a later point. Oh, that is one of the ways into Novigrad, isn't it? Got a sharpening stone just round this corner. I wonder if we've got an innkeep. If we do, we can definitely play him at Gwent. Not that I'm going to. Probably will play him off screen, this particular innkeeper, if there is one. Is this inside? Must be. Oh, yep, he is inside. Well, everybody's asleep, so I guess they don't mind me taking their things. Hey, it's only water anyway, I'm not gonna miss it. Quite a lot of dwarfs around here, isn't there? And emerald dust. Jackpot! So I'm guessing this is the way. Oh, it's here. Yeah, here we go. So it's one of the gates into Novigrad. Portside Gate. Florins and rotting flesh. You couldn't have a starker contrast in two different barrels if you tried. Most of these doors are locked. I'm actually quite surprised we haven't found a vendor or anything yet. Right, here's the notice board. Okay, in memoriam. After a long battle against illness, yesterday saw the passing into the next life of C. N. Feneth, beloved grandfather, father and husband. Missed connection, tall, dark stranger. To the tall stranger with raven hair and emerald eyes who smiled so charmingly at me while buying flounder at the fish market last week, meet me at the butcher's yard. Please, I'll be waiting there every morning for the next 7 days. Bewitched. Prayer group. Anyone interested in joining us in the prayer for a speedy end to this war is invited to come to the Eternal Fire Chapel in Far Corners. The fire enlightens, the fire cleanses, the fire protects. Yeah. Hey, oh, here we go, 2 contracts. Devil in the Woods. This is probably the one which we have came across. So, dear Witcher Sir, if any be present hereabouts, that is. I've a hunch, What I am saying, I'm dead certain that in the woods I was lucky enough to gain possession of, or at least I felt lucky about that till recently, that these woods are home to a cruel evil, a devil of some kind. I hired a gang of dwarven loggers not long back to harvest lumber. Strapping lads, every last one having cut down many a mighty tree in his life. So you can imagine my surprise when said loggers disappeared, all save one, and he claimed to have seen a monster. I've marked out a bounty for freeing my stretch of woods from all foul creatures, and dearly hope that soon I will have the pleasure of giving it to someone. Sincerely, Breen Hotch. That is definitely the remains of the... Yeah, that was a logger. It was a dwarf logger that we saw, wasn't it? So that's definitely the one. And contract the White Lady. Good people, take pity on the poor lot of us peasants. The fields outside of the town are haunted by a wraith, somewhat like a maid in appearance, though her visage is ghastly and sullied. You cannot walk within 10 spans of the evil and hope to escape alive. It's thus keeping us from harvesting our crops, meaning famine and misery awaits us if nothing changes. So we plan to hand all our remaining gold to whoever drives this White Lady off, or kills her. Helma Ignatius Widow. P.S. Since I've got many an inquiry into the matter already, I'll let it be known right here. I'm not interested in remarrying. Fair enough. And, ooh, High Stakes Gwent Tournament. Sign me up. Gwent lovers, Count Tybalt invites you to come to the Passiflora, where he shall proudly host a high-stakes Gwent tournament. On offer will not only be riveting play against superb opponents, but also fabulous prizes for the victors. Only ladies and gentlemen with fortunes vast enough to cover the entry fee are invited to join. We also require all entrants be in possession of an above-average deck, one fitted with good measure of neutral cards. Decks shall be checked before entry is permitted. Hope to see you all at the Passiflora. Nice. So we're going to have ourselves a Gwent tournament once we get into Novigrad. Well, a lot later into Novigrad. There'll be much more pressing concerns like the whereabouts of Ciri first, then we can move on to Gwent. So by the looks of things, I'm not going to do the Lord of the Wood this episode. However, the White Lady is something I may do in the next one because we're pushing for time in this one left. Let's just have a look. It's not actually that bad, the cat skill, is it? Level 17. How much of the Griffin skill have we got? Most of it. Just one left. Right, which contracts? Yeah, we'll do it, since it's the only white one. Talk to the widow. Oh, she's right next to me. Should we do that now? I think we should do that now. She's right next to me. Maybe it's one of these fields. And then we can end the episode after that and head into Novigrad. I don't want to head into Novigrad here. I want to go through the main gate. So perhaps it's obviously going to be some form of spoils of war, isn't it? I mean, by the sounds of things, it's a noon wraith that is bothering this woman.
Gardening this evening, they eat horse carts. Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the White Lady.
As I hoped. I notice it's been hanging so long, Sun's near bleached it blank.
Managed to decipher it somehow, but I need more information.
Ask away. Afraid to go out in the fields anyway for fear of ending up like Mikko and his band.
Mikko and his band. Who are they?
4 lads, drunkards and good-for-nothings all. They'd drained a few pints and decided they'd all plough the White Lady. Maybe then she'd bugger off.
Romantics.
Seems the White Lady spurned their advances. They still lie in the field. Folk are afeard to bury him.
Yeah, I can believe that. Not a good idea to try and do that to a noon wraith. If it is a noon wraith, that is.
So the White Lady haunts your fields?
True. Just past the hut near the old tower. Folk say she's made her home there. So, will you save us from her?
Yep, I shall. So let's talk about my reward first.
White Lady can wait. Let's talk about my pay first.
Not even a flicker. Right, let's see. We should take 325?
It's too much. Come down a ways and we might agree.
Well, it's been hanging there for quite a bit of time, so maybe you want to be a bit more lax. Oh, wench. No,
Oh, so be it. I can toss in that bit.
thank you.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Using more effective means than brave Mikko.
Yes, I don't think ploughing the White Lady
safe
is
to plough
going
in
to
the
drive
streets.
her off from the fields. Alright, look for bodies of the White Lady's victims using your Witcher senses. Is it going to be towards this fort? Probably, isn't it? Oh, so many herbs! Oh, I mean spoiled. This episode might push on in length, but I'm happy for it to do so if it means getting to Novigrad pretty soon. That is a lot of blood. Okay.
Whatever he saw just before he died gave him quite a scare. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noon Wraith did this.
Yep, alright.
Pale skin, but no blood loss. This is no vampire. Expected to see 4 bodies. Deep, uneven tracks. Someone fled blindly, in a panic. Dried blood, really old. The singeing, on the other hand, is fresh. Unnatural. Medallion vibrates near it.
Not good. Let's follow these footsteps, see where they lead. Yes, they are veering quite.
Gotta explore the tower.
Drahim Castle. Interesting. Now then, oh.
Blood trail leads to the cellar.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Why would it be outside? Ooh. Nice repair kit there. And there's the last body.
Ghouls dragged the body downstairs, but it wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale. Cracked. All signs point to a Noon Wraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.
That she will. Okay. That's a little bit of experience. Got this thing to loot. Oh, I'm guessing you're the ghouls. Where you at? Where the fuck did you come
How long
from?
are you gonna make me wait?
explain to me where this ghoul came from, please. There's no crack in the wall, unless it was hidden under the stairs in a perfectly like curled up position that I didn't see it. But I'm fairly certain it wasn't. Is this the rest? Oh.
What? Lost your nerve?
Don't let him catch his breath.
My hard missed. Let's wait for it to recharge. Come on, come on. Yeah, that was hard. Hey buddy! Buddy! You're paying no attention to your friend over there. Excuse me, I was talking to your other friend. Yo, buddy! This dude is absolutely clueless. You know... But that got his attention. Oh yeah.
Gonna kill you! Raggy lovers to work!
Yep, completely and utterly clueless. It almost wasn't worth my time killing them, but I suppose I can sell the weapons, which will always be handy. Probably get about 50 crowns maybe a little bit more off them all. Sheath my sword now. I actually thought I was going to be ghouls when I saw the red dots on the minimap. But apparently no, just one ghoul in that cellar and that was that. Ah, miss. Sweet. Will sell nicely, thank you, and I'll have that mandrake root. Okay, so we need to talk to the widow about the new, so I guess we've got to find out who she is and get a piece of her belongings to then summon her, essentially. Right, now come on, there's got to be an innkeep somewhere in here. I've not bought any Gwent cards in what feels like an age. And there's a few neutral cards I'm really hoping to get soon. Cleaver's Henchman. Right, come on, I just want to see if there's elf. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Stop plumbing.
Glory Gate.
Somebody plumbing.
You know what, I'm going to grab this now, since we're here. You'd be surprised that there's a smuggler's cache right here outside of the main city in the game, wouldn't you? But, hey, I ain't complaining. Oh, some armour. That's all nicely. No recipes, but doesn't bother me too much.
Good grief. His foot wrappings reek.
Yeah, I've just been in the water, mate. Shut up. There's a lot of these henchmen around, isn't there? He doesn't look a particularly friendly fellow, does he?
In the free city of Novigrad, only the humans are free.
Was that elf? No, never mind. Stop talking. Just gonna go around this way, see if anything crops up on the minimap. Even more of Cleaver's henchmen.
Look at this one. Oh my.
Hello there, halfling. I'm Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. Those cats aren't being too friendly, are they? Right, let's go and chat to the widow.
Greetings, Witcher.
Seems your white lady's a noon wraith.
That means... Gods, poor Lucy.
Lucy. She was gonna marry, right?
Yeah. Her parents swore her to a smith from the city. Well-to-do, sure, but older and more brittle than elven ruins. Lucy ran from the altar out into the fields, where she slashed her veins. Used the silver dagger she'd gotten for the betrothal. Wait, let me show you. Lucy's parents couldn't bear to sell it, bury it even. They left it in my care.
I want to send her away, but I've got to bring her close, lure her first. I need an object to belong to her. Dagger would be perfect.
Take it, but kill Lucy. Promise me. She shouldn't suffer no more.
I promise. But, sorry lady, I'm just gonna loot all your stuff first. Turn out the lights. It's bright daylight in here, don't need the lights on. Right. So, we've got the dagger that we need now to summon the Noon Wraith.
Hey, look at this one.
Oh, I thought that halfling took special interest in me. I guess they're all bloody same. That or halflings are really into witches, I guess. That or it's just Geralt, but then again, his white mane that I'm sporting right now is quite dashing, isn't it? So you can't really blame anyone. Here we are. Here's the site. Right, let's just drink water so we can get to full health. Switch to Quen. I'll Quen off even though it will have fallen off by the time this begins. Quick save. And we want to put our oil on. So Spectre oil. And it's moon dust, I'm fairly certain. Should do.
Oh yeah. Noonwraiths never come out after dusk.
Oh, what would it? Oh, right. It's 6 AM still. Right. Yeah, let's just go straight to noon.
Let's dance.
Let's do this, Lucy.
How you like that silver?
Okay, let's start off with some tawny. I was about to try and use my old sign there. Nope. Oh shit. Yeah, that was too risky then. Just. I'm a sign finisher off. Oh, really? Oh, did it? Just before it went off. Oh, I really do love that alternate Yerden. And quit your wailing, strangers. They're just watching me from a distance. we got a trophy from her as well. Very nice indeed. At least the weather's still perky for this time of day. Though me saying that now, I'm sure the gods' wrath and all of the rain will start pouring down upon me. But we're going to end the episode in a moment and continue around Novigrad's borders after we hand in our quest and get our money, of course.
Oh!
Excuse me. Greetings, Witcher.
Problem solved. You can go back to your fields.
Thank you. Your coin. And may fortune smile upon you.
Thank you very much, Helma. Pleasure helping you out. If I wasn't in such a dire need for coin, I may have waived the extra fee. But not today. I need the money. I need the money for everything, especially now that we're very close to heading into the city. So close we can literally smell it.